Hi, I'm Hannah Sweeney, the Healing Hunter. This episode I'll be exploring energy healing, receiving a session from the founder of Juniper Holistic Therapy. Let's go. I'm here with Amy Cade, the founder of Juniper Holistic Therapy. Hi Amy, can you tell us what Juniper Holistic Therapy is?
Juniper Holistic Therapy is the name of my healing practice, which the main stem of it is working with energy healing. And this energy healing is a therapy using my hands, but channeling the life force energy, the energy that runs through everything. So it is a session which uses light touch. This can be hands still or movement of hands, but it's really about working with the life force energy, releasing blockages, harmonizing the energy. I'm very lucky that I get to feel and the sensations of the body, and quite often channel images. And then at the end of a session, when I've kind of gauged what's going on with someone's energy, I would then do like an advice section, a holistic advice section, where I would talk about what I had experienced, what the client had experienced, and together we would create a holistic advice plan or a holistic treatment plan that they felt they could bring into their daily life. Potentially using everything from crystals, essential oils, massages, mantras, journal keeping, letter writing, whatever I felt was going to help the client, and whatever the client felt they were going to be able to feasibly bring into their lives. So really working together with the energy, and then with all these wonderful little tools to work with a healing plan with them.
How did you train in this technique?
There's the formal answer in that I trained to be a Reiki master, and that's what I have a formal sort of qualification in, as well as also I've done courses in chakra balancing and energy healing. But I would say my qualification, or what really has created my ability or my path to do this work, I think really comes as a gift really. And I think that throughout my whole life, whatever I've been doing has been coming from this want to help people, to be a positive influence. And my background is working a lot with creative workshops, working with children, working with sort of art therapy, socially engaged art. So I think as well as in the sex industry actually. So I have a lot of experience working with people of all different backgrounds, in very creative environments, very open, very expressive environments. And then working through my own healing journey, I had a chronic back problem after a number of accidents, and I tried kind of every available, osteopathy, physio, massage, and I found energy healing and Reiki and breath work, and through my own healing journey managed to cure myself of this, or I used these kind of energies to cure this long-term chronic back problem. And kind of was like, well, I've become the living proof for this stuff working. Years ago I was a skeptic about healing. I would have said, no, it's nothing really, but I tried everything else, and I was still in pain. And then through my own journey to relieve myself of this pain, I found this beautiful healing practice. So yeah, it's kind of an amalgamation of many years of my own experience, but also through healing myself, which is an ongoing process as well.
Of course.
But yeah.
So can you tell us what actually happens in the space?
So I would create a space much like we have today. The session takes place lying down, but first of all I would sit and talk to them, maybe offer them a drink, kind of create a comfortable space for them, tell them to relax, ask them if they've ever had Reiki or energy healing or anything of that sort before. And basically the first thing I would explain is that everything is welcome. There are no rules with this sort of thing. There's nothing that they have to do, and there's nothing really that they shouldn't do either. That they're going to lie down. and I'm going to be performing a light hands-on session. So I would give them a sort of demonstration, just say this is about the pressure, and during the course of the session they could experience anything. A lot of people feel very relaxed. Some people fall asleep, that's fine. But emotions can move around as well. And so the real thing is not to suppress anything, but not to worry if you're not feeling anything. Absolutely everything is welcome. The only thing that's not allowed is actually for people to cross their legs, because that just stops the energy circuit. Okay. So usually, for a first session, I wouldn't have any talking in it, but if they felt the need to say something, that's fine. If they need to go to the toilet, break the session. If they need to have a drink, everything is allowed. There isn't any, real big rules about what can happen. And then I would let them know that at the end of the session, I'll let them know, and then we would come back together and have a chat afterwards about what they'd experienced.
Who do you recommend your therapy to?
Yeah, I mean, it can really be for anyone. I think that anyone who's seeking some sort of healing, I think that with any type of energy healing, any type of holistic healing, it's the person needs to want to heal, you know what I mean? So I think that anybody, whether it's a mental problem, an emotional issue they can't get out of, stress, anxiety, or even physical illnesses, physical aches and pains, all can be treated with energy, because everything is connected. So our emotions are on one of our energy bodies, and physical aches and pains can often arise from repressed emotions, repressed thoughts, feelings. Also, energy healing is very good for people trying to quit addictions. It's very supportive of these things during pregnancy as well. It's very helpful for the mother to feel relaxed and in harmony with the baby. So I think the only criteria is that you want to get better. You know what I mean? That's about it, really. It can really be open to everyone.
And what advice would you give for me today, or for someone who is having this therapy for the first time?
I think it's really important that you have a good feeling with the therapist. No one is going to make you better who you don't feel comfortable with. Even a doctor who you don't like, you're not gonna feel better from it, So it's important that, perhaps to meet the person on the first time. And if you didn't feel right about it, just say, I don't feel right. Don't feel like you've got to go through with something. And just be open to kind of whatever might happen, I think we feel like we want a certain result, or we have a certain expectation about what needs to be healed and how. And certainly I've learned through my own experience, quite often we're wrong, and what can actually occur is far more deep and beautiful than we could have experienced. Or perhaps we're going to go a bit of an unexpected route to getting better. So just being open and trusting your gut feeling, I think, about the person you're being healed by. Yeah.
So I just had my energy healing session with Cade, and I loved it. It was very interesting. I felt lots of different aches and different parts of my body when she was gently touching me or just nearly touching me. I felt actual heat off her hands at different places. It was very interesting what she did. It was very relaxing. She was very present. I kept forgetting she was there, and I'd fall in and out of sleep, and that didn't matter. And she was just, for the whole 45 minutes, she was very close and focused, her energy. So some of the images that she wrote down, I also had when I was having the session, like similar ones. So I thought that was very fascinating. And I just felt overall she was very kind and caring and very nurturing in the way that she was so detailed at the end and so present during the session. And I love that I have a piece of paper to remember what she said as well. So if you're interested in a session like this, all of her contact details are below. And I'm Hannah Sweetie, the Healing Hunter. We hope you join us for the next episode.